We're on the road with Mickey, we're gonna have some fun. Regardless of the rain or sun, our trip has just begun. So buckle up, let's go, we're about to start the show. And maybe if you like us, you'll see where else we'll go.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike.
And I'm Sophie.
And I'm Brenda.
And this is Grogu.
Hey Grogu, how you
Hey,
doing, buddy?
Grogu.
They have been completely messing with me this morning. But I suppose that's half the fun of a road trip, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And we are on the road with Mickey. Road tripping from Raleigh, and Texas.
That's right.
It's kind of weird that we don't know exactly where in Texas she lives.
I live
I
in
do.
Dickinson.
Dickinson, Texas.
Yes.
There you go.
All
But
right,
Texas
then.
is so big, she could live anywhere.
Oh my God, isn't that the truth?
That's true.
Anyway, we are on the road with Mickey. This is what episode? Episode 209.
Whoop.
For March 4th, 2024. And before we start, I just want to say happy birthday to the silent partner.
Happy birthday, silent
We don't talk
partner.
about Cindy, no.
And
But
we
we'll
don't
talk
sing
about her birthday.
but we won't sing it. No, we won't.
No.
Yay. Well, happy birthday. We love you so much. Big, huge hug from Texas.
There you go. As big as the state, right, Brenda?
That's right.
Anyway, this is episode 209 for March 4th, 2024. And our featured topic that we're eventually going to get to is the best snacks that aren't on the Disney dining plan. And this was a hard topic, let me tell you.
Ridiculously hard.
Yes,
oh my
indeedy.
gosh. And it's all because Sophie said we should do a thing on the snacks that aren't on the dining plan.
Daddy.
Well, I think it was Sophie. Maybe it was me. I don't know.
The point is, one of us is eating our words.
Yeah, and it's probably me.
The
But
major
anyway,
point is there's an awful lot of snacks on the Disney dining plan, and that's a
that
good
is,
thing.
yep.
That
and
is
that's
a good thing.
We hope you had a good time. We'll see you next week. No, we're not done yet, people.
No, we're not. We haven't even gotten into one thing that isn't on the Disney dining plan, and that is cheddar from the Big Cheese.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Sophie, you start us off this week.
All right, then, I have a really big thing. I've got a date, I've got a location, and I've got something that I'm going to tell you in just a minute. So first off, the date, June 6th, 2024. The location, Tokyo Disney Sea. That is one of the parks in Tokyo Disneyland. The event, the opening of Fantasy Springs. This is the 8th port at Tokyo Disney Sea and will be home to 3 areas inspired by the Disney movies Frozen, Tangled, and Peter Pan. Additionally, the all-new Tokyo Disney Sea Fantasy Springs Hotel. There's Frozen Kingdom, which features Arendelle with rides, food, and more. Then there's Rapunzel's Forest with Rapunzel's Lantern Festival ride. And then you can eat at the Snuggly Duckling, which was featured in the movie. And then there's Peter Pan's Neverland with 2 attractions that I don't know much about. But there is a YouTube link that we will put in the show notes, and that can tell you all about it.
Nice.
And I watched that YouTube link and I'm like, this is
It's
so
beautiful.
cool. It is
Beautiful.
so cool.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, Brenda, you're next.
Well, there's big news. Big news, actually, from Disney. For the first time in forever, Disney announced pricing and opened package booking for the next year very early. This usually doesn't happen until sometime in June, and it has happened even in the beginning of July the previous year. But no, on February 27th, they opened their inventory for booking for 2025 trips, January through October 2025. It's
Ooh.
Yeah.
really unheard of in our experience, and it's just another reason that you should be booking with a travel agent who pays attention to what dates things are being released so that you know you're not 4 months late on booking and things are booked up. You got to
Exactly.
remember, it's best to book out as far in advance so you can make payments towards your trip instead of being slammed with a big amount at the very end. And also, of course, we watch out for discounts and things like that to save you money later. It's always good to book with a travel agent. So contact Mike at pixievacations.com or me at Brenda at pixievacations.com, and we will be happy to help you. What else we got?
Exactly.
I know you're holding out on us, Mike, because you know some other secrets about the 2025 packaging.
I do.
Mhm.
I do. There's two things, one of which I think is kind of cool, actually. Um, Two things about the bookings for next year. First, every new booking in 2025 will receive a 1-day ticket to one of the two Walt Disney World water parks that you can use on the day that you check in. So you arrive, your room's not ready, you put on your bathing suit, you hop on the bus, you go to Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon, you enjoy the water park. And I think it's only on the day of check-in that
Only
you
on the
get
day of
that.
check-in, yeah.
But we've been looking at this through, all sorts of magnifying lenses and stuff like that. And we haven't seen any limitations on the number of days on your stay,
Nope.
whether or not you have any tickets or anything like that. So you could book a 1-day stay, 1-night stay at the resort, check in, not have a park day, and have your water park ticket
Yeah,
and
and
and go
yeah,
to the
as long
water
as you're at
park.
a Disney resort, it doesn't cover the ones that are in, that are usually included in Disney things like the ones in Disney Springs and all that. Only the Disney resorts.
Right. So Pop Century, Art of Animation, the true Disney ones, not the good neighbors.
Yeah.
Second thing to keep in mind, if you have a room only reservation in 2025, cancellations of room only reservations now have to be done 8 days prior to check in. Previously and currently, it was 5 days prior to check in. So you had up until that fifth day, you could cancel with no penalty. You get a refund of your deposit. But now it's 8 days. So keep that in mind, people, if you're doing a room only reservation.
Yeah, because you also can't add travel protection to a room only, so just be
Right.
prepared.
Yeah. But all of those sorts of things, I think it's kind of neat that we can now book 2025. And I'm like,
It's fabulous.
it's so nice to be able to do that and not have to know that it's going to happen in the middle of summer when everyone's on vacation and everyone is wanting you and you're on your vacation and you have to take time away from your family. So thank you, Disney. That's what I'm going to
Yeah.
say.
Plus it gives young families that don't need to be racking up debt 18 if they're going in October 2025,
Exactly.
it gives them 18 months to spread that payment out. And I'm
Exactly.
thrilled about that.
I am
That
too.
makes me very happy.
I mean,
Yeah.
because just remember, your deposit is $200. That
Mhm.
books your reservation. You make payments as small as $20 at a time. So you have so much more time to budget for that trip. Exactly,
Yeah.
Brenda. That's exactly it.
Really
So
glad about that.
so
Thank you, Disney. That's a great job.
yeah. All right. Well, that's our cheddar for this week. And it is now time to move on to our feature topic, the best snacks that aren't on the Disney dining plan. And before Sophie starts us off, I
Yeah.
want to give a caveat that this was, like we said, very hard. But also, I want to just point out that not one person's snacks might be someone else's not a snack. So
Mhm.
snack is a very loose term and it's showing itself, it's rearing its ugly head in my list because what I think is a snack, people might be like, dang, Mike, that ain't no snack. That's like you're sharing that with 5 people. So So we're gonna find out if it truly is a snack or not.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. And as I'm starting off, I suppose I should be the one to say this. When we were discussing the Disney dining plan, it was originally me who said, man, the dining plan is really restrictive. We should do an episode of what's not on the Disney dining plan. Well, lo and behold, I had trouble finding stuff to talk about for this episode, so I will be the first one to admit that I was wrong. The Disney dining plan covers a whole lot more than I thought it did, and so I apologize for that, and I will eat my words. But with that in mind, I scoured the Disney website. I was having such trouble with it that I had to limit myself to 3. I couldn't do 5 like Daddy could. So I scoured the Disney website looking at all the dining options, and I specifically chose my choice from restaurants and places that said dining plans not accepted, because if you look hard enough, you will find restaurants that say that dining plans not accepted. And so for that reason, I'm taking us over to this little place in France. And it is an ice cream shop. It's called La Tisane de Glaces. I think I pronounced that right.
Sounds good to me.
Yes, it's got a lot of ice
Sounds
cream in it.
French.
Yes, because it is French. Now, here's the thing. I also went and looked back at what is and is not allowed on the Disney Quick Service dining plan, and it says that 2 scoops of hand-scooped ice cream are indeed allowed as a snack credit. Well, L'Artisan does not take snack credits, so none of their stuff is on the Disney dining plan, even though they do offer 2 scoops of ice cream.
Good to
Yeah.
know.
And
Yep.
do you want this little bit of information? Do you want to share it, Brenda, or should I share it?
Share it.
Okay, I'm going to share it.
Mhm.
What I have learned in this expedition. Okay, I should have had expedition ever since my background, since I said it.
Hey.
But anyway, what I have learned in this experience, we'll say experience, is that one of the things that Disney has suffered with a little bit in this is that what they say on the website is not always accurate with what as real life park experience. So I found things that say not on the Disney dining plan, not can't use any dining plans, not accepted. And I have found that there are people who have posted that said, "Hey, we went here, and guess what? They took the Disney dining plan."
That's
So,
good news.
so the information that we're seeing on the website isn't always 100% accurate. So, Sophie, we don't know, and that's one of the things that some people are may hit us at, but we're not local, so we don't know. But it may very well, those 2 scoops of ice cream may very well be covered on the dining plan there.
They
I'm
may
not
very
sure.
well.
Never
So,
know.
I will say one thing right now, though, because I was actually looking at L'Artisan's menu, and I can tell you for certain that their alcoholic ice cream martini would definitely not be on the dining plan.
Definitely not.
But I don't know, 2 scoops with a shot of Grand Marnier, whipped cream, and some rum, that sounds kind of good, so I might try it.
You go for it.
so anyway,
Oh,
so you fill in that on yours, and
yes.
then while Brenda's going on to her first one.
All right. Well, I only did 3 because they're things I actually eat on the regular that aren't on the dining plan. And so I didn't do a lot of scouring. But the first one, of course, is the Nutella waffle. I mean, give me a break. It's at Sleepy Hollow, one of my favorite snacks of all time, or breakfast, depending on what day it is. But it is not on the dining plan.
Mm.
So it's a great choice, though, y'all. If you're listening and you haven't had one, oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah. That did not make my list because I knew it would be on either Sophie's or Brenda's list.
It's
Yummy.
not on my list. It was
So,
really good, but there's a waffle I prefer to it that is unfortunately on the dining plan.
Or fortunately,
or
depending on how you look
fortunately,
at
depending on
Fortunately.
your
Yeah,
however.
fortunately, not unfortunately.
it. All
Okay.
right. What do you have, Mike, for your first one?
Well, for my first one, this disappoints me,
Uh-oh.
but popcorn is not on the dining plan.
How the heck is that?
What?
That's only if it's
Well,
in a special thing, isn't it?
not quite true because it is on the dining plan, but not if you want it in a souvenir container
Right.
like I do. And
Oh.
Special.
so,
So special.
popcorn in a souvenir bucket is not on the dining plan. And this speaks volumes to me about how hard it was to find things that are.
That's funny. That's good though, because don't think that just because it's popcorn, you're going to get it as snack credit because those, I mean, those buckets are sought after.
Yeah.
I mean, really,
So
those are
so
gold for people.
for me, I like the buckets. I don't necessarily need a bucket every time, but I thought it'd be kind of funny because popcorn in a Diet Coke is a great snack.
That's right.
But popcorn in a souvenir bucket is perhaps even better.
Yep, there you go.
And don't forget, people, if you have souvenir buckets and you book a cruise with Brenda or myself, don't forget to pack those buckets for the shows and get your $2 bucket of popcorn.
That's right.
You cannot beat that. You cannot beat that.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, enough cruise talk for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
That
Is there
is
ever enough
number
cruise
one.
talk though?
I guess probably not. And you can, of course, find that in various locations. So,
Yeah. All right. Back to Sophie. We get to hear another yummy, yummy treat. I know.
All right, then. Well, I'm taking us over to Disney Springs, which is where, aside from Epcot, this is where my other two were located because I find that Disney Springs has a lot of food that I want to eat, but it is the place where it seems a lot of places don't take the Disney dining plan. Some of them do. Some of them do. Cooks of Dublin, especially, is said to take the dining plan. And so that is a very big relief. But the place I'm talking about, and this is so funny, this place is called Swirls on the Water, and it is known for its Dole Whips. Well, we were talking recently, and Daddy told me that there is at Sunshine Terrace over in Adventureland, they serve a Dole Whip that has a pineapple upside down cake on it, and it's supposed to be huge, and it is considered a snack credit. Well, the Dole Whips over in Disney Springs are not considered snack credits because Swirls on the Water does not take the Disney dining plan. But that is perfectly fine in my opinion, because there is something there that is absolutely delicious and is not all that expensive either, and that is the Dole Whip Sampler. So you get 3 sort of like martini glasses. They don't have alcohol in them, but they have Dole Whip of 3 different flavors in them. The flavoring seemed to have changed since the last time I had it. So now it comes with the classic pineapple Dole Whip with pineapple wedge in it. It comes with the Dole Whip lemon and pink cotton candy.
Goodness.
And then it comes with the Dole Whip lime with strawberry boba and a maraschino cherry. And
Yum.
those 3 things, they're big enough that you could split them between 3 people. Each one of you could take one of the 3 flavors and eat it and be full, and it only costs you $8 for all
That's good.
3 of them.
that is
That's
good.
great. Yeah.
And you know what? One of the considerations here, and you're right, Sophie. It's so weird that if you go to Aloha, what is it? Aloha Terrace?
Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aloha.
Aloha Isle.
If you go there and get a Dole Whip, it's on the dining plan as a snack credit. If you go to the Disney Springs, it may not be. And um, if you go to the Polynesian, somewhere it said it wasn't on the dining plan either. And I'm like, that's just weird. But in your case, the one you're talking about um, is a bigger dessert. And this
Yeah.
is what I found is that the snack credits are single serving things.
Yes,
Right,
And
which
that's a
so
makes
flight, I
since
think,
that
sense.
isn't
one is
it, that she got?
shareable,
Yeah,
It's a flight.
yeah.
it's a
And
flight.
so the flight would be more than one person that would probably be expected to eat that, and that's why
Hmm.
it
So
may
worth it
not be
though.
on there. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So much
but you're right.
variety. I mean, really.
And of
They
course there
Yeah.
sound yummy.
is, yeah, of course they do have them in single served things. Like I saw on the menu, there's also this thing called a Rapunzel cone, which is again the pink cotton candy Dole Whip, and it's in a waffle cone and it has little sugar flowers on it and it sounds delicious. But
Does.
that would be a single serve, but Swirls on the Water does not accept the dining credit. So
Yeah.
the
Well, a
dining
lot of
Yeah.
plan.
the places in Disney Springs are not Disney owned, so they probably just didn't work that out with them. It's probably a lot of paperwork to figure that out, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, personally,
Exactly.
I think Swirls on the Water would be worth it even if it's not on the dining credit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Those sound yummy,
Yeah.
especially on
I
a
agree.
hot day. Oh, yes.
And I think that cotton
Great.
candy one sounds really good.
It
Yes,
is
I'm
really
with
good.
you, Mike. Yes.
I've had the cotton candy one before. It kind of tastes like raspberry sorbet.
Okay.
Yum.
It is very good.
All
You
right.
need a
Well,
cookbook.
Brenda, we need to like finish this up so we can go eat some stuff. So what's number 2 on your list?
Well, my next one is also at Magic Kingdom. I only have two for Magic Kingdom, and that is the cheeseburger spring rolls over there at the cart in Adventureland, at the kiosk cart, the cheeseburger
Uh-huh.
egg rolls. They are delicious, and they're a savory snack, which I mean, for every one savory snack, I like 9 sweet snacks. So the fact that I would even spend my money on a savory is a miracle, but they're really good. I like them, and I don't have the guilt that I do with a cupcake.
I
But,
got some questions for you.
yeah.
These are woman on the street questions
Oh,
or
okay.
man on the street questions.
Mhm.
Um, because I've thought about those. I've never had them. I thought they would be fun to share with specifically with Cindy, but Sophie's not a big ground beef fan, so I don't know that
Uh-huh.
she would like them.
Oh,
But my question is, they have mustard and pickles in them, right?
yep.
Is the pickle like really pickly? Do you really
No, I don't
get
think
a
so. I think they're really good.
okay? And
I
is
don't
do you
think there's
really
any
does the
overpowering flavor.
okay? So we might be able to get them, and because Cindy does not like pickles, and
Oh.
I'm not a huge mustard fan, so I'm just wondering if we would be like, oh, it's all
Well,
mustard, or
the only way to
oh,
really know is to try them once
yeah,
and see if you like them. I like them. I think you'd like them, but I don't
I
know for sure.
I could have sworn that you've had the spring rolls from there before.
no, I haven't.
Huh. Well,
I I think I was going to. We talked about getting
mhm.
them, and I don't think I did because of the pickle part.
Now these are the
That
fried
might
ones.
have
These
been
aren't
it.
the spring rolls like with the what do you call that? Phyllo dough or something? These are
Uh,
fried like egg rolls.
Egg rolls. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I remembered hearing someone tell me that they bought them while they were at Disney with me one time, and they said they weren't their favorite thing.
Oh. See, it
Okay.
depends on what you like.
True.
Yeah,
Very
personally, I
true.
love egg rolls and spring rolls, but I like them the
Oh my
classic
gosh.
way with pork and vegetables in them. I
I
do
like
not think,
cheeseburgers though.
yeah,
Do
I'm
you
not a
eat
big
cheeseburgers? No.
I'm not a big fan of cheeseburgers. I like my steak a very certain way.
Yeah, that's see, everybody's got like kind of like their own
Hmm. To me,
taste.
to me, my mom is constantly baffled by it. She says, "How can you eat that steak? It's still mooing."
Sophie likes her steak medium rare.
My husband
Yeah.
does too. Yep.
Um,
So to me, a cheeseburger, not only is it ground up, which is a texture thing for me, but it's also overcooked
Overcooked
because,
in your opinion, for sure.
yeah, so
Yes.
No, thank you.
Do you eat Chinese food, Brenda?
I do.
You know,
Oh,
when
yes.
you come up to Raleigh, we got to take you to Imperial Garden. Oh
Man,
my
we have so many restaurants we have to
gosh.
go to there. We have to have the
Oh
beignets, we
my
have to have the
gosh.
bread pudding, we have to have the Chinese. There was something else there too. Fish and chips. I think there was a
Yep,
place
the
you like.
fish
Yes.
and chips
My Way
at My Way
Tavern,
Tavern.
Yeah.
beignets with Mr. A's beignets. Where did I get the bread pudding?
The bread pudding, you're talking about the Golden Corral.
You're right, you're right. And
Yep.
then of course there's the Linwood Grill with the tomato-less pizza.
The the
Yes, that is a
what was that one?
definite.
What's that one called, Sophie?
It's called the Upstate Pie.
Upstate pie. It's a white
Yum.
pizza with garlic.
Yes, thank you.
So good. And
And
now
then Imperial
Imperial
Garden.
Garden
And I'm
with
going to tell
spring
you,
rolls.
Brenda, their egg rolls at Imperial Garden are so
So
good.
good.
We got to go eating around Raleigh. We need to do a road trip where we're eating around
Oh my
Raleigh.
gosh.
And then, of
Yeah.
course, you need to have my cooking because I'm going to cook for you if you're coming to my house.
Yay!
Yeah.
Well, our house, but I'm going to cook for you.
That's so sweet. One day.
One day.
Yeah. Anyway, back on topic. Good choice, Brenda.
Thank
I
you.
gotta try. I just gotta man up and don't
I
chicken
feel
out
like
and
the
try
only way
it.
to know for sure is to try it. I make the kids do the same. I say if you try it and you don't like it, you never have to get it again. But if you try it and you liked it, you would have missed out on it having never tried it. So
That's
it's
true.
worth a try.
And tell
You
you
know
what,
what?
Daddy.
All that logic is just.
I know.
Tell you what, Daddy. If we try it, I'll try it with you. And if we don't like it, we
We'll
can book
go.
it over to Aloha Isle and get a Dole Whip.
It's right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, exactly. Or what we do is we go and we get it when we're there with Brenda, and if we don't like it, we pass them to her.
That's true because she can eat it.
Anyway,
That's another good decision. Yeah.
we are now entering the phase of the production where we start to determine if it truly is a snack.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh.
let's
You know,
hear it.
one man's snack, one
Is
big
another
man's
girl's
snack
feast.
One
is
big man's snack.
another person's Mike. That's a full dawn meal.
Well,
And
let's hear it.
I am talking about the jumbo turkey leg.
Oh no,
I
that's a
think
snack.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people that's a snack. I
Well,
think.
good. I'm glad to hear that
Yeah.
because I think of it as a snack because you're sitting and you're walking around with it. You eat some and then you pass it around and all that. But it
You
is
pass it around. Oh my God.
Sophie and I
We're
share
all
a jumbo
related.
turkey.
We don't need to.
All I can picture is King Henry VIII. I'm Henry VIII, I am, and he had those big chicken turkey legs.
Well, call me
Well,
Elizabeth then.
just so you know, various locations carry it, and it is $13.49, which
Dang.
probably that's
Goodness.
current pricing, which probably explains why it's not a
I
snack on
think
the
it does.
on the dining
Wow.
plan. But
But a
anyway,
regular turkey leg is on the dining plan. Am I correct?
no,
Nothing.
no,
Okay. So there's
I
no
didn't
different
realize-
sizes. There's
I
just the
didn't
big huge one, and that's it.
they're all jumbo.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't realize there was a small turkey leg.
Yeah.
Well, they
no.
all look large, but I can't eat that because
Yeah.
protein that sits out grows histamine, so I have to stay away from that. But
We
it's okay.
we call them emu legs.
Probably what they
Jumbo.
are, right?
They're not. They're turkey.
Okay, okay.
All right. Well, that's number 2 on my list.
Yay.
That is a good one, Daddy. And
Yeah.
I will be honest.
Okay.
When I was coming up with this, I actually do have one honorable mention,
Good.
but I was having trouble deciding which one was going to be on my list and which was my honorable mention. And I think I'm going to go with the one that I would personally eat at. And once again, it's in Disney Springs, and it is this place called Gideon's Bakehouse.
Oh my God.
And they are known for their cookies, and I'm actually have their website pulled up here, so I'm just going to show you what exactly I'm looking at.
Crazy.
Take a look at that.
On the
Crazy.
Twitch screen. Oh yeah.
This bakery is, again, somewhere that does not accept Disney dining plans.
Mm-hmm.
But personally, with the exception of that cookie, I would eat at this place anyway. And I think the only reason I haven't is because I'm usually at Disney Springs with Jagan, and Jagan is allergic to gluten. So if I go into Gideon's, she can't come with me because it's a bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That
I
looks good though.
really want to try it because I was looking at their menu and they literally have this thing called the cookies and cream cookie. And we all know how much I love Oreos.
Mm-hmm.
Yum.
And I'm just going to read off its bio here because they all have descriptions for them. And it says about the cookies and cream cookie, we have come to know this one as our cult cookie. People who love it, want everyone else to obsess over it along with them. Why? It's like a cookies and cream milkshake in a cookie. It starts with our ultra soft vanilla bean cookie filled with chunks of hand-cut double stuff Oreos. We top it with complete covering over crushed cookies to solidify cookies and cream in a way you've never experienced. Not the prettiest, but ever so sweet and tasty. I want to try that. I don't care if it's on the dining plan or not. It is only $6.
There you go.
And
And
I'm
those
telling
cookies
you,
look
those cookies
huge.
are
Those
humongous.
they're so thick. Do you want to
So,
go ahead and say what your runner or honorable mention one was?
my honorable mention, I literally just thought about it as you two were talking, and so I went and Googled it. Well, I went and looked it up on the Disney website because you saw I was there. And I was like, do they accept the Disney dining plan? Sure enough, they do not. And so this is more of a cautionary tale for everyone who really needs their coffee but does not like
Oh.
Joffrey's.
Oh.
Starbucks. If you are like Aunt Sheila and you need your coffee in the morning to get you going while you're in the Magic Kingdom or in Disney Springs or wherever you are that has a Starbucks, they will not accept anything from the Disney dining plan. And that personally makes a lot of sense to me. But at the same time, I quite like Starbucks myself. I just don't like coffee.
Yep. Well, the Trolley Car Cafe is the Trolley Car Cafe is the Trolley Car Cafe, but they are a Starbucks. They're not called Starbucks, but their coffee is all Starbucks, but they do accept the dining plan because that's where I get my carrot cake cookie. So it
Oh,
probably depends on the actual location, even if they sell Starbucks. I'm not sure.
that's true. That's true. I
They
know
they,
that.
they may not
Yeah.
they may not take the dining plan for coffees, but maybe
Right.
for snacks.
Right.
Maybe. I know at Disney Springs that the one I saw, they don't accept the dining plan.
Yeah.
I feel
And
like a lot
and
of places in Disney Springs don't.
right. And like Brenda
Right.
was saying, a lot of those are not owned Disney owned restaurants.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's part of it. But the other thing about it is that it also comes back to what we were saying at the beginning about the inconsistencies in what's covered on the website versus what's covered in real life.
Yeah, so
And
it's always best to ask. Just
so
ask. They'll answer
Mhm.
you.
exactly. I mean, if you don't ask, then the answer is always no.
That's
Whereas if
Yeah.
you
true.
do ask, you might be surprised and
More
find that
logic.
something
Mhm.
that that something actually is on the dining plan and you didn't realize it and you were going to miss out on using a snack credit.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we
So,
don't want that to happen.
all right, Brenda, what's number 3 on your list?
Okay, well, I have number 3 and I also have a runner-up or honorable mention. My number
Okay.
3 is found in Hollywood Studios in Ronto Roasters that's in Star Wars land. It's the
Uh-huh.
Ronto wrap. It's
Mm.
basically like sausage in a pita with like coleslaw, but it's really good. Another savory snack. What's wrong with me? Like, what's
Nothing's
happening
wrong with you.
here?
Simple. All of the sweet snacks that you like are on the dining plan.
Indeed, indeed. So I went with the Ronto wrap for this one because even though it's not on the dining plan, it's worth it to me. And I mean, that's a lunch. That's a lunch to me. I don't need a quick service meal. That's it. So
That's
that's a good
true.
thing. And then my
Remember when-
runner up or my honorable mention is the kitchen sink, which is you can buy. I mean, obviously you can buy the monstrosity at Beaches and Cream, but you can also buy the little one in the little Mickey, suspender cup. I don't know what you call it, but neither, as far as I know, is covered under the dining plan.
Okay.
Personal one nor the the monstrosity's not, but the personal one I don't think so either. And I think the reason is, aside from the fact that it has more ingredients than a regular sundae, is because it's served in the souvenir cup, and I think anything in a souvenir anything is not going to be included.
Yeah. All right. Well, good selections. I
Yum.
have my number 3, and then I'm going to call number 4 and number 5 honorable mentions.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Number
Remember-
3, again, one man's snack is another man's full meal, but I think this actually, to me, it is a snack. Well, let's just say one of these to me is a snack, 2 is an entree. How about that?
Oh, wow.
And I'm
Okay.
talking about the hand dipped corn dog at Sleepy Hollow.
Canned.
That's
Oh.
a snack.
Oh.
Did you consider that a snack or did you consider that an entree?
I consider it a snack.
But it's a great lunch too, just like the Ronto wrap. I mean,
Comes
that's
with
enough.
chips. Comes with chips. And that's probably why they consider it an entree. It's at Sleepy Hollow. It's $11.49. And I'm telling you, I love a good corn dog,
Mhm.
Brenda. And in fact, there was a restaurant that was a movie theater that you could order your lunch here in Raleigh. It's not open anymore, which I miss that. I miss
Raleighwood.
I miss Raleighwood. And they had twin corn dogs that were incredible and came with steak fries, Brenda. And I
Mm.
mean, when you're watching a movie, eating that is that's like good eats.
There
I
you
remember
go.
whenever I was feeling fancy, you would let me buy that Cinderella sundae.
Uh-huh. They had a Cinderella sundae.
Sweet.
And I'm pretty sure
Very
they
sweet.
had a Snow White apple pie or something.
Yeah, I think they did.
I
But
can't remember the last time I had a corn dog, but I'm not, and I'm probably going to be getting some bad comments, but I'm not a fan of the little bitty corn dogs at Casey's.
I had those
I don't like them.
when we came back. When we were there at Easter with my mom, the next year after pandemic, I had them and they were okay.
Yeah, they're nothing to write home about,
They're
right?
nothing to write home about, but they were okay. It's a weird thing. I like Casey's, but I don't like the huge quarter-pound hot dogs because they're so big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like your traditional hot dog you get at the ballpark. That fits in
Yeah.
your hand and you don't have to share it with anyone, kind of thing. So anyway,
I think the
I
big
like
corn
Casey's.
dogs are just bigger too.
Yeah.
yeah,
I like Casey's when I'm eating it with Jagan because we always get the gluten-free together.
That's
yeah.
good. I just think there's some reason the large corn dogs taste better to me than trying to get that batter right on those small ones.
Yeah.
So I have 2 honorable mentions.
All right.
The first one is an alcoholic beverage, and it
Oh.
is. I don't drink a whole lot of alcohol,
No.
and so
Nope.
it's not something I order very often. But every now and again, a good beer, whatever your favorite is just really good, especially if it's like a super hot day.
Yeah.
So an alcoholic beverage, usually a beer, for me is just sometimes good. But you won't find alcoholic beverages as snack credits, obviously. What you will find, though, if you're having the regular dining plan and you're eating at a table service restaurant, is you can get an alcoholic beverage if you're over age 21 in lieu of a non-alcoholic beverage. And if you're at like a table service restaurant.
Right.
So that is an option that they have opened up. personally, I don't think it'd be worth it because you get one of those and then you'd be like, give me water. Whereas I'd rather have like 5 Diet Cokes.
Yeah.
But anyway, so an alcoholic beverage is on my honorable mention. The other thing that I think is so funny that it's not on there is over in Norway at the is it Norway, the Kringla
Yeah.
Bakery?
Kringle
Yeah.
Bakery.
Mm-hmm.
Norway at the Kringla Bakery, you can get a triple chocolate chip cookie,
Yes, please.
Oh,
and it is $5.79, and it is approximately the size of my head, maybe bigger. I don't know. But what's funny is it's not on the dining plan because it's for sharing. It's big enough that it would be for more than one person to eat, I think is their thought on it.
Oh,
yeah.
but it's so cheap.
But it's so cheap, and there are things that are more expensive at that restaurant that are on the dining plan as snack credits.
Go
So I
figure.
just think it's hysterical that it's only $5.79, and it's this huge monstrosity of a chocolate chip cookie.
They figured
Craziness.
it would be better to just let you pay for that one out of pocket instead of waste a snack credit on it.
Yeah. But
That's
anyway, so
great. I'm
those are
hungry
my
now.
yeah. So
Oh
those are
my
my
gosh.
two.
Remember when
Right.
I was very small and we could get me those
Uh-huh.
Smucker's kids meals and that would count
Yeah.
as a snack credit?
Uh-huh.
Those
Yes,
toddler
I
meals
do.
are good.
Ugh,
I
they're
mean, that was
still
really good for people.
good.
Yeah.
They are still good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Awesome. I'm hungry.
they are awesome.
I'm hungry
Now,
too.
everyone listening, if you hear something and find some misinformation, and by the way, I have a correction to make that I forgot earlier, but if you find something that we have reported incorrectly, please reach out to us and let us know, because like we were saying at the beginning, we have not been to Disney since the dining plan came back. So we might be wrong on some of this, and if we are, we want to own up to it. So just let us know, and thank you. But I also forgot in our Cheddar segment that last week I talked about the Bad Batch.
Oh, we watched it last night.
Yes, we did. And I forgot that this is season 3, and I said it is the 4th season. Feels like it's been out forever and that it should be the 4th season, but I said it was the 4th season. It's really the 3rd season. So, because of that, I misspoke. So, we started to watch the 3rd season last night, and it was good.
Nice.
It
But
was
anyway,
really, really good.
correction time is now over. And that concludes our feature topic. And it is time for this day in Disney history. So, Sophie, take it away, honey.
All right then. Well, I am taking us back to the year of 1914, where a certain Disney animator slash director named Ward Kimball is born in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Kimball is best remembered as one of Walt's 9 old men and for his contributions to such classics as Fantasia, Pinocchio, and Dumbo. Happy birthday, Mr. Kimball.
Happy
Yay. Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Wow. That is a good day. That is great
Yeah.
history, Sophie. Thank you
It's
for sharing
always a
that.
great history when one of Walt or his 9 old men are involved.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's the truth.
Oh, gosh. Well, it is time to
Stop.
stump the
Dun,
so.
so dun dun
Dun, dun.
dun. Good luck.
Good luck
Yeah.
indeed.
So I think there's something wrong with Sophie if she doesn't get this one. And we're gonna
There's
have to
nothing
ask
wrong with Sophie.
if she's feeling sick or something.
You
So
would better not insinuate that anything is wrong with me.
there is this is a group of 2 minions.
Pain and Panic.
No,
No,
I don't know who they are.
those are from Hercules. They're Hades minions.
Okay. Well, no, it's not Pain and Panic. These two minions often speak in unison or complete each other's sentences, not sandwiches, sentences.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
No. These are spies. And you got to remember, if they're minions, then there's someone that kind of leads them, right?
Yeah.
They are her children. So you already know the lead one is a girl.
It's not. They're not Maleficent's children.
No. Children is a loose term, but that's what this overarching person calls them. I'm surprised you don't have it yet.
Hang on.
Okay.
They're spies. They're twins. They're the alligators who belong to Madame Medusa from the Rescuers.
No.
Flotsam and Jetsam?
Flotsam and Jetsam. Yep, that's it.
Okay. That was a little bit difficult.
Was
I
it
got 'em.
really?
Well, it could have
Yeah.
been so many.
Yeah, there
Huh.
are so many more twins in Disney than you think.
Yeah. The last clue was gonna be that they are sent out on missions that she cannot complete herself. Such as luring Ariel to the cave and flipping over the boat and
Yeah.
all that. So, but yes, it's Flotsam and Jetsam. And see, it's in my book here, so it's really easy.
Oh, for you.
Yeah, sitting there reading it.
But yes, Ursula's Flotsam and Jetsam. Two minions, two eels travel together. When their yellow eyes, Brenda, are side by side, they serve as a crystal ball, allowing Ursula to see what they see.
Ooh.
Interesting.
That's right, because one of them has a yellow eye on the right and a white eye on the left, and the other one has a white eye on the left and a yellow eye on the right.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Well, I actually just Googled them to look up their names so I could spell them right. Apparently, they were named for an American thrash metal band that was formed in Phoenix, Arizona
Oh, that's funny.
in the
That is funny.
1980s.
That is funny.
Which
That
makes
is
a
funny.
lot of sense because Ursula was also inspired by a drag queen.
That is funny.
Yeah. So,
Very
Brenda,
good, Sophie.
Thank
it's
you.
time for a little bit of Walt.
All right. Fantasy, if it's really convincing, can't become dated for the simple reason that it represents a flight into a dimension that lies beyond the reach of time.
Walt Disney.
Disney.
Awesome.
A very good quote.
Absolutely correct, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, to think of things all that long ago that can't be outdated, that still can't be outdated after all this time. Like, he was such a mastermind. He was such a brilliant man. We love you, Walt Disney.
Yes.
I have a fun topic for next week.
Oh,
Yes, I'm
yay.
looking at that right now.
And I'm thinking of adjusting it slightly.
Oh.
Should I or
adjust it
should we?
I
before you
think
announce it.
I think we should. Because
Okay.
the letters, to me, I get where you're coming from, but they seem a little bit weird to me.
Okay.
And so what
Well,
we're talking about is a new series that we're going to be starting, and I'll take the lead on this while you figure out the rest. And it's going to be called The ABCs of Disney.
hmm
And the things we like at Disney, we're going to choose things based off of letters of the alphabet. We're going to go from there. And originally, it seems that we are going to be starting with the letters B for Brenda, S for Sophie, and M for what? For Mike.
for what? What's the M4, Daddy?
Oh,
Yay.
shush. I almost misspoke and called you Wyke for some reason. Which
So
must be
for the
because you're
series, is
so
it just
wonderful.
certain topics for the series? Like, are we doing rides one time and then doing like shows one time and food
No.
one time, or are we doing like all things that start with B, S, and M?
Yes.
I'm changing it, and I'm going strictly the letter M for now.
M.
Oh, well, I
Okay.
know what we like best that starts with M.
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter what it is, as long as it starts with an M. It can be food or rides or shows or
Uh-huh.
characters.
That's right.
Or characters. Exactly. So that is our topic.
Yay!
To reiterate it, it's the ABCs of Disney, things we like at Disney that start with the letter M.
Awesome.
Go figure. I don't know anyone who knows anything other than Mike that starts with the letter M. Just saying. So good luck, people.
Mickey.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh, how could I forget that
He's
one?
the best. He's the leader of the...
MICKEYMOUSE.
Yay.
So that's our topic for next week. Until then, we hope you have a great week. Celebrate whatever you need to celebrate. That's the mantra this week, is just to celebrate what you see in this world that is good and brings a smile to your face. Until then, I'm Mike. Oh, maybe I'll make it on the list. She's
I'm
Sophie.
Sophie.
That's Brenda. And he's Grogu. Waving bye-bye. And we will see you on the road.
on the road.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.